Yeah, so like I said, didn't look like we were coming down as low because we missed this first drop, right? There was like basically like three legs. One, two, well, you could say the second leg we did twice, and then a third leg, but we missed that first drop probably due to weekend. So there was one, two. Technically, we did have another drop, right? There's one, two, three, four. Basically, we missed the first one. We have one, two, and then in here hidden on the last day, we came all the way down to the lows again. So pretty solid. Aside from, I drew this ellipse back on like the at 5th or the 6th of August, and then when we were in at this point, that's where I indicated that we're probably not gonna go down all the way to that level, but we did pretty solid as far as the strategy, as far as the expectations on the monthly for S&P. And this is exactly the type of thing that you see on a what I would consider a reversal day when following Mercury retrograde strategy. There's technically four of them: reversal day at the start, reversal day or start of the influence, a reversal day at the start of the retrograde, a reversal day at the end of retrograde, and a reversal day at the end of the influence. But that fourth reversal is kind of like it's not as reliable as the other ones because basically there's like no change taking place here. It's like as if this pattern just continued without having the influence of retrograde cause a reversal. Hey, it was luck. PLTR and PayPal for the remainder of the week? Sure thing. Pretty much nailed the middle portion. Little frustrating though. I was pretty heavily short yesterday at the close. Didn't see that drop. When that happens, usually what'll happen is it'll be overnight. Didn't get proper sleep, so I wasn't thinking properly in the morning. We didn't have the drop. I was like, oh man, I took my losses, and then we had that big drop that I was expecting. So some of my guys got a pretty good gain out of that. A little frustrating, but I'm not going to get every single trade right, guys. I still have like 95%. I'd say I'm up there in the mid 90s, mid to upper 90s as far as win rate on my trades. All right, PLTR. PLTR is another TradingView link that you would get as part of Total Access. On our Discord channel. For the remainder of the week. Hey buddy, you want to come up? We're going to kind of hang out with this resistance level that we've created on Tuesday. Rally into it and then decline out of it. Matter of fact, it might be this resistance right here. But either way, we're gonna have a failed attempt to break through it. All right, buddy, come here. Hermes, come here, buddy. Come on. No, it's not time to play, goof. And PayPal. Let's take a look at that one. Is it PYPL? Yeah, goof. PayPal, another one you'd need total access for.
Armies, don't lick my mouth, please.
All right, so for the remainder of the week, we have a decline and then a move to the upside, looks like, out of that decline. Interesting. We're playing with a resistance level tomorrow that we should decline from pretty notably, I think, into Friday. Hard to say if we have a move back out of it. It might be that the move back out of it, like we're already in the decline, there's a move to the upside into the resistance tomorrow, and then we decline out of that, revisit a support on Friday. So guys, I'm going to be doing the 8 p.m. tonight. Just want to let everybody know I'm just hopping on for a few minutes at this time just for the heck of it. But 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. tonight I will be on. We're going to do subscribers chat, so you don't need to be a member on the 8 p.m. Time slot today, but you do need to be a subscriber to ask questions. Going short on Starbucks and DKNG. Can you please guide? Nice move. Damn. Looks like I never got around to completing this one. Let's see what I got to work with. Looks like a pretty notable decline off of a peak in the end of September. We have a rally in early September into key resistance. Looks like the highest probably mid part. The high for the month is like mid-month. And then off of a peak, we decline pretty notably into the end of the month. Yeah, see, we're back at highs here. Looks like we have another with the same high. So near the high, it looks like we have sideways rotation. I'm talking about on a 1 year scale, and it looks like we probably see the high again multiple times in October. Some pretty wild behavior though going on. Overall, this should finish to the upside for the year. So it's not an awful place to short Starbucks. We might go slightly higher, like up to the 98 or something, 98.50 maybe. And then the other one was, where'd you go? DKNG. Starbucks, another one you would need the total access subscription for. DKNG. Oh, this one looks bullish right off the chart here. Looks like this one goes higher. Looks like you could short it here, but I wouldn't hold the short for very long. It's called short for a reason. And we probably end up going higher. There might be like a drop beforehand, because it's a pretty big move to the upside. Matter of factly, these peaks, a lot of these peaks, this doesn't look so bullish anymore. Yeah, this actually looks like something you should short, because we've got the RSI kind of like averaging around this price level, or this percentage rate, or whatever you want to call it. It's like mid 60 to 70 range, where we have these turnarounds, and each one is consecutively lower. So we're consecutively lower than the last one. I would say probably a good place to short. I'd do a partial short here. It's a little precarious. I wouldn't do a full position. I'd do a partial. It does look like it's going south the remainder of the month, though, so I think it's a safe bet. We've got about 9 minutes left. So people that are following the early access alerts, they've been following this NVIDIA trade where we opened up 25% of a long position here, added another 50% of a long position here, and today would have been the day to close. If you just joining us following it and you weren't paying attention or something, close out of that position, take the profit here. That's a solid trade, guys. Solid trade. You would have been following along with that trade live with our Discord alerts if you have early access on our website, Tarot for Traders, which I should open up. Where is it? Hover over order now, click on subscriptions. It's the monthly access. It gets you access to all of our public readings, all of our S&P 500 readings, all of our Discord trade alerts for S&P, as well as all paid monthly readings. So the tickers that we do on a monthly basis, currently Apple, Amazon, Bitcoin, Gold, Google, Meta, NVIDIA, Tesla, SHIB, Sol, XRP, oil, and the VIX, all on a monthly basis, day by day, where the highs and the lows are. All of that as part of the monthly access subscription. And each one of those tickers, there's access to a Discord channel with the live trade alerts, as well as the live link to the live updated trading view chart. So you would have had everything you needed to make a solid gain here, guys. It pays itself, the cost pays itself back multiple times. Hey, AV. SPY Thursday and Friday. It's pretty mixed. We got this science price level. Let me open this up. if you just want to try out the alerts, like we have a free week trial, 1 week trial for free. And you can also go with the early access trade alerts, which that's specifically the S&P 500, which people probably made a lot of money following this over the Mercury retrograde period. It's pretty mixed. I think we probably have, we might see a higher price level tomorrow. More likely we have like a lower open and we move back to a key resistance, and then the following day looks like a pretty notable decline. The third week seems to be like between now and the end of the month. The third week of the month looks like probably the worst month moving forward. We already passed the worst month of the month. Can I go over Amazon? Sure thing. Amazon, you would get the live updated trading view link through the Discord channel, one of the ones that you get with monthly access. Hermes, what are you doing, you little buster?
Hermes, enough is enough. Go sit on the floor.
Interesting. It might be that we're revisiting this crest tomorrow up here, 189, in the midst of some erratic behavior. Let's see. Actually, no, there's a decline off of this spike, guys, here probably overnight or at the end of the day. Well, I guess overnight at this point, right? 3 minutes left. Yeah, so there's probably a drop overnight here, and then we revisit this high tomorrow. So you could probably play a solid trade here if you opened up a short. Yep. And then tomorrow close the short in the morning. Yep. And would you open up a long in the morning? No. Interesting. Would you open up along tomorrow? So maybe not first thing in the morning when you close the short, but at some point you're going to want to open up a long, maybe open up a partial long when you close the short, add to it if we go lower, and then you should be able to close that. It looks like the following day. See, how low do we go here? All right, so it looks like we probably come down to roughly here. So you could do like this. This is clearly a top for me, based on what I'm seeing. And then if you're new to the channel, red ellipses on the chart indicate where I see like a bottom or a trough forming, usually an entry point. And then the green is the opposite, peaks and crests. Could be an entry for a short or an exit for a long. So we've seen something like that, and then back to there. So you could see we're already on our way back down. So you could, hopefully some people opened up a short there in the last few minutes. If not tomorrow, you open up a long, and then it looks like the following day you would close it around the same high. If not the following day, then it would probably be on the 18th. And even if we have an ugly week next week, it does look like we have highs again in the following week. And that would go along with a lot of the September readings. I actually have about 9 minutes. If there's any more questions. Reconnecting. Looks like I lost you guys for a minute. So if you're just hopping on, guys, this isn't a normal time slot anymore. I just hopped on for the heck of it. We will be on 8 p.m. tonight, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern, and we're also going to be doing, rather than a members only chat, we're going to be doing a subscribers only chat at 8 p.m. time slots. And so we've built that up a bit. So if you've got questions that you want to ask, weren't able to ask here, you can try being on at the 8 p.m. time. People with the star next to their name, obviously their questions would be answered first. And hopefully everybody has been making some good money with these solid trades that we're doing the trade alerts with. Looks like we really nailed these last few changes that we made to the business model. We kind of like ironed out the issues that were making the monthly less effective. Now it's become quite effective, I think. Will AMLI recover a bit? It does look like the overall trend for the remainder of the month should be to the upside with this one. Break through two key resistances. Probably this one here. I'd say that's key resistance, and then there's probably another one here. 41 cents. So we probably break through those two through the end of the month at some point. Yeah. Also, the Bitcoin trade, if you've been following along with the monthly subscription live alerts, where's my Bitcoin at? Oh, here, right in front of my face. Right, so we pretty much nailed this. I told people to get in here since we were already within this price range, but if they didn't, they still would have been able to enter in within the planned ellipse. If you're new to the channel, I put these ellipses on the chart to help people with trades in case I'm not able to be on at that time when the trade needs to be made. It happens sometimes. These ellipses, like this ellipse, I instructed when we entered this ellipse, price range wise, to open up a partial position when we enter this darker, smaller ellipse to complete the long position, and you can see, boom, we're already on our way to the upside. The green ellipses is where we would look to exit. A safe SO meta trader isn't going to wait for an exit in the dark green. This is just kind of like where it's most likely going to make it. But if you've got a solid gain entering into this bigger green range, the safe SO meta trader would exit at that point, at least partially. Another solid trade, guys. The monthly subscription literally pays for itself. They also come with chats where you can ask whatever questions you want about those tickers. But with that said, guys, I'm gonna roll. If you're interested, if you just hopped on and you're interested in getting those alerts, guys, probably the most valuable aspect of our channel, because it's made trading the information so much more effective. You go to our website, Tarot for Traders, hover over Order Now, click on Subscriptions. Early access gets you trade alerts for the S&P 500. We do day trading with that as well. Monthly access gets you the day-by-day chart behavior and the trade alerts for all of the tickers that I mentioned: Apple, Amazon, Bitcoin, Gold, Google, Meta, Nvidia, Tesla, Shibcoin, Solana, XRP, oil, and the VIX. Total access gets you access to everything. It's not a subscription. It's a one year kind of like purchase, and it gets you access to all of the 1 year readings that we do as well with all of the big swing trades. We have something like 50 2025 1 year readings that are already up and posted and have been posted. So the total access gets you the trade alerts for those as well. With that said, those of you that have been following those trades and doing well, please follow through on that rule of karma. We are counting on you. Much appreciation and love and blessings to all my angel investors. You go to the resources tab, 5% of the profits donated forward to one of these charities or a charity of your choosing. 5% of the profits donated back to the channel as a thank you, and helps keep things interesting for us here. If you're international, you can use the crypto link, or you can use the app Wise. So the crypto link has a bunch of different QR codes to donate in different crypto. Much love, blessings. I will see everybody at 8 p.m. tonight for subscribe.